Hi, and welcome to your Wellness Wednesday video. Today, the essence that it came up under depression and despair, and it's the flower essence of milkweed. So this one is quite complex, and because this is for the collective, it has varying kind of degrees or varying kind of stories that might assist with. So I'm going to try and summarize the best I can. What it helps with is to have a healthy ego strength. And so this is in essence for people who um, try to blank out or shut out their consciousness by addictions or what is it saying here? Overeating, excessive sleep, things like that. It is for people who feel that they've regressed and feel very needy and like they need to rely on other people. Um, like they can't trust themselves, can't uh, do things on their own. So they're very needy um, in like a child kind of way. And that's because they've kind of regressed or that part of their ego is not developed. Overall, it is kind of it's strengthening that ego sense. It can also be for people on the spiritual path who feel that they need to, um, as I call it, their spiritual overlord feels that what they're doing is wrong, and so they need to more so um, deny all the kind of human aspects of themselves or their personal ego in light of a spiritual ego, I guess is kind of the way it is. So it's like I said, it's very kind of different the way it can be used. I feel why this is coming up is it came up under depression and despair. And so what I feel this one is coming up for is um, it's like the emotional regression. And so for those who are going through the rebirthing, which I know a lot of people are right now, feeling that there is a part of you, if you're drawn to this, there's a part of you that possibly um, has regressed back into infantile or childlike states where they rely on everyone else, where they, yeah, I don't even know how else to put that, rely on everyone else is kind of what I'm getting. And so it's that regression and that inability or yeah, I'm not even sure how to say it. Um, yeah, inability, I guess, for that part of themselves to grow because they've been so reliant on everyone else, is the best way to say it. And so, like I said, for the rebirth, a lot of people who are doing the work at a deep level are maybe recognizing that there's parts of themselves that are still kind of in that stage, in a childlike state, where they are relying or looking to others um, to be their strength, to be um, their guidance, their everything. And so it will be to varying degrees to everybody, but the best way I can kind of describe it is that what I've used this for in the past is when I went to others all the time for validation, for confirmation, for things that I knew in my knowing, um, but didn't necessarily feel strong enough to follow through with that. It also, I've used it when my spiritual ego takes over, and there was a feeling that I was not good enough and that I needed to be more spiritual in a sense. And I needed to follow the spiritual rules and not listen to my own guidance. So it could be for that too. Um, if this is resonating with you, you'll know, you'll feel it. And so to call in milkweed, just take a deep breath and repeat after me. I asked for the flower essence of milkweed to enter my energy field, energy body, and physical consciousness with the help of the divine. I asked for the flower essence of milkweed to assist me with a healthy ego state and releasing emotional regression and states of neediness. I ask for the flower essence of milkweed to manifest, to integrate, and then just take a deep breath and see where you feel it, and just put your hands there and then say, and stabilize. And so again, like I said, if this is something that resonates with you, there's probably some childhood healing that's coming through, or part of your soul wants to stand more independently and on its own, of its own strength. So if that resonates, please use the incantation on the video to call it in. And as always, if you're interested in a personal healing session with the essences, or maybe if this resonates but you're not sure why, then we can definitely do a personal session and see what comes up. And you can do that by DMing me or contacting me through my website. In the meantime, I wish you much love and take care.